Planning your first trip to Africa? Here is how to do it right, step by step. I'll show you why Namibia is the perfect place to begin and how to make your adventure unforgettable. I've been traveling to Namibia over 20 times over the years and I visited all the corners of the country, always on self-drive adventures, always with Asco car hire. So, if you want to visit Namibia and you are wondering where to start your African journey, I've been where you are and I've learned a lot along the way. Let's break it down. Namibia is one of the safest and most accessible countries in Africa for travelers. It's politically stable, English is widely spoken, and border procedures are usually very smooth. The infrastructure is excellent, gravel roads are well maintained, signage is clear, and there is a strong travel network. With one of the lowest population densities in the world, you get big skies, silence, and solitude without the crowds. You can choose what level of adventure you want, from wild camping to luxury lodges. Namibia lets you go remote while still feeling supported and safe. There is no shortage of jaw-dropping places here, but let me give you the essentials. Let's start with Etosha National Park, Namibia's biggest park and one of Africa's top wildlife destinations. It's very easy to explore on your own as long as you follow the basic rules. In Etosha you can find 4 of the big 5. You can find lions, leopards, rhinos, both black and white. It's actually one of the best places in Africa to see rhinos. And elephants, of course. The only one that is missing is the buffalo that can be found further east in the Zambezi region. We then have the Namib Desert with the iconic Sossusvlei and Deathvlei areas. Here you can find the oldest and biggest sand dunes in the world with epic desert sunrises and sunset. Like, if you've seen in photos, this is the place. The Fish River Canyon. This is the second largest canyon on Earth after the Grand Canyon in Arizona. You will find great views, incredible landscapes, and great hikes if you are that type of person. Another must in Namibia is Kolmanskop, a surreal sand-filled ghost town from the diamond boom days. It's been abandoned for almost a century now, and with the desert slowly claiming it back, it will make for an incredible and diverse experience. Other destinations you should not miss are Damaraland for desert elephants, Swakopmund for adventure sports with a coastal German twist, and the haunting beauty of the Skeleton Coast. Let's talk money, because planning right can save you problems later. Your biggest cost will likely be the rental vehicle, especially if you go for a 4x4 with camping gear. But trust me, it's what makes the whole experience possible. I said Namibia has well-maintained roads, but they are still mostly gravel roads and you will need more than a normal car to go around. I strongly suggest to get a fully equipped 4x4, and if you want a reliable option, I can honestly suggest Asco car hire. You can find a link down below. Fuel is your next consideration. Namibia is vast and the gravel roads slow you down, so plan your stops carefully. Park fees are generally affordable, but they add up. Expect to pay per person and per vehicle. As for places to stay, campsites range between 10 and 40 US dollars per night. You can then find mid-range lodges that cost about 80 to 150 US dollars per night. If you then decide to go on the luxury side, you can start about 250 and up. You can find accommodations for every comfort level. Campsites can be very basic or surprisingly luxurious. Some are inside national parks, others on private land with great views and facilities. Wild camping is only allowed in certain remote areas and you must always follow local rules. Remember, anywhere you go for wild camping, you will always need a permit from the landowner that must be either the government or a private person. Lodges and guest houses offer that mix of comfort and local hospitality. Many travelers mix it up, a few nights in a lodge, a few nights camping. That's a great way to keep costs manageable without missing out on experience and without going too rough with like 15 days of camping straight. That might be a bit taxing and tiring. Namibia's high season is the dry season that goes from May to October. You will want to book your rental vehicle at least 6 months in advance, even 12 months in advance, especially during this time. The same goes for popular campsites and lodges. Etosha, Sossusvlei and Spitskoppe fill up very fast. Park permits can usually be bought at the entrance gate, but for some areas or guided activities, pre-booking is also a smart move. If you're not sure where to start, Asco can actually help you with bookings and suggestions. They know the country inside out. Namibia is very safe and non-mandatory vaccinations are required to enter the country. Malaria is only a risk in the far north, above Etosha in the Zambezi region, but ask your doctor if you need prophylaxis based on your route and on the season you're visiting. Travel insurance is a must, so make sure it covers medical treatment and evacuation. Asco offers 24/7 support and GPS tracking, so even when you're far out, help is not that far away. Remember to pack sun protection, a small first aid kit. A basic one is already provided with Asco, but you should bring your essentials if you have any specific needs, and always carry extra water on long drives. Planning your first African adventure doesn't have to be overwhelming, especially if you start with Namibia. And with Asco Carrier, you will never be alone on the road. They've supported me across more than 20 trips now, and I wouldn't keep coming back if they didn't deliver. Head to ascocarrier.com to start planning your dream trip today.